Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here, another FTB Unhinged Let's Play video. So at the end of the last episode, I had finally managed to reach the end and beat the Ender Dragon, and now I have access to all the goodies of the end through my Mistcraft linking book. So that one is a linking book to the Nether, that one's a linking book to my entrance to the end, and this one, as I'll just demonstrate, is actually a linking book to my my Enderman farm. So I'll just demonstrate this quick. So all you have to really do, you sort of run out into the void. It's kind of terrifying seeing a load of blackness and not really much else. You run a certain distance away, I think it's about 20 blocks from where it is, and then you look at the mini map on the top right there, wait for Enderman to spawn. Come on Enderman. I know you want to spawn. There we go, so as some Enderman have spawned, so all I do is just run back. And start hitting them, and they can't actually attack me providing I stand at a safe distance, which is pretty cool, because basically they can't move past this half block that's basically stopping them there, so all I have to do is just stand here and swipe away at them. Die, Enderman. Am I actually going to get one Ender Pearl from any of these? That is really weird. I didn't get one Ender Pearl from any of them. Okay, never mind. So yeah, the way you build this is you basically use cobblestone slabs everywhere, except this kind of little spawning platform here, where you use kind of, well, you build this entire structure out of slabs, any slabs, doesn't have to be cobblestone, I just happen to have a lot of it knocking around, and then you basically build this kind of 2x2, sort of 2 wide platform. As long as you want, you can make it even longer than this, but Enderman can only spawn on this kind of whole block, so they won't spawn anywhere else in this little place, because I've made the entire thing out of the bottom half of a slab. So again, let's just run away, and we'll see if we can spawn some more Enderman in. Come on Enderman, there's a few kind of around there. There's kind of the main platform. I maybe should have built it a little bit further away, but it's not really the end of the world. You still get a fair few Endermen spawn. It's just a case of just running backwards and forwards a few times until you get as many Ender Pearls as you want. So let's try again. Start killing Endermen again, just aggro all of them so they'll all be in one place. Oh, don't walk too close. I can actually walk underneath this thing, so if I walk too close they can hit me. But providing I stay at a distance like this, they can't actually do anything. Oh, there we go. There's an Ender Pearl. Just the one, but you know, don't really need that many. I've been doing this off camera. So now, if we go back to my my ME system, put that in there, we'll search for Ender Pearl. As you can see, I now have 56, which is absolutely mental. So I now have a sort of unlimited supply of Ender Pearls, which is fantastic. I've also been kind of like pillaging things like Sheldonite ore from the end, which is one of the best sources of iridium before you can get yourself a matter fabricator, which I'll probably get onto in the next couple of videos or two. It's the kind of thing I want to start getting going, getting some UU matter to get even more iridium to make even more cool Greg Tech stuff. But for this episode, what I want to do is actually work on a bit of thermal expansion stuff. And what I actually want to make in this episode is some Tesseracts. Because basically, to run my quarries, I was basically relying upon the thermal expansion steam engines, which required me to keep going back, putting in charcoal, have an aqueous accumulator. But if I can use energy tesseracts and and another thing to then pump the resources back as having to rely on ender chests. Now I've got a lot of ender pearls. I can actually start to use energy tesseracts to teleport my buildcraft energy across to wherever my quarry is, and I can also use item tesseracts to just automatically send my items back to straight into my ME system. I can basically just plonk an item tesseract there, one just above my quarry, maybe with a void pipe coming off, just so that sort of any cobblestone, dirt, sand, gravel that I don't really want coming into my ME system quite yet, I can just void it off, and then everything will just go into the item tesseract. So for that, I'm going to need a couple of machines which I haven't built yet, which is the magma crucible and the liquid transposer. Basically, the magma crucible melts things such as redstone to make redstone energy conduits and redstone energy cells, and it can also melt ender pearls into molten ender. So if we search in my not enough items for magma crucible, here we go, there it is, magma crucible. So for that we need a machine frame, some nether bricks, bucket, a couple of copper gears, and a redstone reception core. That's what I was looking for. Now, do I have any nether brick? I do have. Oh, I've got 4. Excellent. So I've got 1 machine frame in my system. I think I may have a bucket. I think I'm just going to build a couple of these copper gears. We'll just dump them in the system. Then we also need to make. I think I'm going to need 2 of these. So I'm going to make 2 of them just to be on the safe side. I think I need 1 for the liquid transposer as well. Oh, so I am actually out of machine frames. So it's not too bad. I'll just build 2 of them for now. As I'm going to need 1 for my liquid transposer as well. So we shift click. There we go. Got a magma crucible. So yeah, once you've melted down either your molten redstone or your molten ender pearls, you then need a liquid transposer to put it into the tesseract. As you can see, the liquid tesseract there. but we won't be making one of them yet as we don't really need to. But what we're looking to make today is the liquid transposer. So again, you need a machine frame, you need a redstone reception core, you need a couple more of these copper gears if I can get the right ones. They're the ones I want. Using iron just makes it a bit quicker to make. I've got an absolute buttload of iron, so apparently I need a bucket. Need a bucket. Where is my bucket? Dear Liza, dear Liza. Apparently I need iron plates, so let's grab some iron quickly. Iron. As you can see, I now have 1,071 iron, which is absolutely mental. Ooh, got some titanium plates, because I do plan on building myself a second quarry. As soon as I've got these kind of Tesseracts set up, it's going to make it very easy to start making, get lots of resources very quickly. So there we go, make my bucket, shove that in the system, and then we can make the liquid transposer even. So there we go, 2 new machines. Now I'm going to go... Do I set these up downstairs, or do I kind of... I don't really have space up here unless I was to bring... yeah, let's bring it along. We'll put them up here, so say like here kind of thing. So let me grab some gold conductive pipes. That's what I will want. That's exactly what I need. And then what we can do is then just smash that up. Let's actually say no. I want to go downstairs and kind of do this from the bottom, just so it looks a little bit neater that way. I'm gonna make this look very horrible otherwise. As you, off camera, I basically built myself a load more steam engines. So I've got another. I think I built another 18. So 6 on this side. Sorry, another 12. So I've now got 24 altogether. 24 commercial steam engines. What I do plan on doing, maybe off camera, is building 2 more steam boilers here. Now I've got essentially unlimited charcoal. My tree farm's all set up and nicely automated using my ME network. It's going to be no problems to set up another couple of steam boilers nice and quickly. So yeah, I think I want my liquid transposers to come here. So let's kind of just like perch on there for now. We'll bring... That's not what I want. I don't want too much... you don't want to like run... I think I might upgrade this all to... what's the word I'm looking for? Upgrade this all to redstone energy conduits at some point, but don't really. It's not really necessary right now. It's just redstone energy conduits are just very slightly more convenient than conductive pipes, as you can put them in like squares and stuff. They're far less likely to overload and all sorts of cool stuff like that. So let's just neaten this whole thing up now. Pop a couple of bits of wood back in place. There we go. Looks a bit neater now. And then we can bring the gold cabling back up. Oh, no, that's not what I want. And there we go. We'll just plonk them like that, and then we'll just put the. Hang on. Let's do it like this. No, actually, no. That's not how I want to do it. Basically, what I want to do is, so say we have the magma crucible there, and then the liquid transposer. What I can do, so this automatically puts what it melts into the liquid transposer. Just go for the configuration, make sure the output's that way, and then just turn everything else off. So that'll just eject straight to the left-hand side, and then we want the blue input there to coming in, and then doesn't really matter which way around everything else is, just as long as an input's coming up here, and then I can just grab it out of there. So there we go, I've got my magma crucible and my liquid transposer set up. So now we have to start building the Tesseract. So if we go to Tesseract, so I'm going to want 2 energy Tesseracts and 2 item Tesseracts for now. Basically, you need one for each end, so you need one energy Tesseract to receive the energy at the quarry, one to send it out, one energy Tesseract at the quarry, one item Tesseract at the quarry to send the items back to home, and one to receive it. So for every Tesseract, you basically need what's called an unattuned Tesseract. For that, like I said, you need resonant ender, which is basically just liquid ender pearls. And to build the Tesseract frame, you need diamonds. I've got, if I go into my ME system, my huge quarry that I built was very busy. Oh, no, that's not what I want. I want diamonds. I now have 23. Pretty awesome. So these having these kind of automated quarry setup is going to make this whole process a lot easier. So I'm going to need 4 of these. Use 4 of my hard-earned diamonds. I forgot you actually needed diamonds for that recipe, but it's not the end of the world. And then we also need ender pearls, so I'm going to want 16 of them, because you need 4... I think you need exactly 4 ender pearls per liquid Tesseract. So if we start shoving these in the magma crucible, they'll start being melted. So I've got a lot of energy going through my system right now, which is pretty awesome. Like, sometimes if you lack in energy, this magma crucible is quite MJ intensive, but as you can see, my sort of setup downstairs is very, very efficient. And then we can actually then put the Tesseract frames into the liquid transposer. Let me just go over the. I didn't really quite go over the Tesseract frame recipe. So you need hardened glass. For that, you need the hard. Also, for hardened glass, again, you need pulverized obsidian and lead. pretty basic. And then you also just need some tin ingots around the outside and then a diamond in the middle. So quite a simple recipe, fairly expensive. You need the hardened glass and the diamonds, but I've got plenty of resources right now, so I've made enough molten ender to fill up my tesseract frames. It's I think it's like 1,500 per tesseract. Let me just double check that. 1,600. Oh, that's weird. How come I've only got 3,000 there? Let me just have a look at that. So is it going to tell me how to use? It's not going to tell me how. I'm sure like for. Unless I made too much resin ender. Oh, I don't know. It's always better to have too much than not enough in this situation. So how much is that going to use up? Am I going to have to get more ender pearls? I am not going to have to get more ender pearls. Apparently use less than I thought. Never mind. Well, I've got a bit of spare. Like I said, I've kind of got unlimited ender pearls right now, so it doesn't really bother me too much that I've used up a bit more. At some point, I'll probably set up kind of using some of my Mine Factory Reloaded's kind of like, I think it's like their auto spawner and grinder, but that requires like iridium and stuff, which I don't really have in surplus right now. So I'll probably use that to basically make an Enderman farm at some point, probably like a blaze farm as well. You basically just need to capture one of the mobs in a safari net, and then you put it in the machine and it automatically spawns them. Similar, I suppose, to like the Soul Frames mod, but that obviously isn't installed on GregTech because it's apparently too cheaty. But he has severely nerfed Mine Factory Reloaded, as I've shown you in previous videos. It's quite expensive to get. Well, some of the early machines are quite simple. So now we have the unattuned Tesseracts in there. We can start sort of making the different Tesseracts. So for the energy Tesseract, we need some Electrum, and then we also need a redstone conductance coil, which does actually require Electrum as well. So if we make them first, as they're obviously not made already, so then hopefully we just make two energy Tesseracts, nice and simple. Then we also need to make the item Tesseracts. This requires some tin, some silver, obviously the unattuned Tesseract, and 2 pneumatic servos, which is just a bit of iron, some redstone and some glass. So we just make a couple of them, chuck them in the system. Then shift click the 2 item Tesseracts in place. There we go, they're all nicely in place. So we have two energy Tesseracts, 2 item Tesseracts. Then I need my quarry. Need my void pipes. I only need the 1. I need just a cobblestone pipe, just to attach the void pipe to the quarry. And then what I also... Oh no, not a void pipe, I need a diamond pipe. Diamond! I seem to have a lot of cobblestone pipes at the moment, but... I think that's kind of like as I've dismantled certain things and made them a bit more sort of ME and kind of simpler, like using Tesseracts and things, it's kind of makes them more and more obsolete. But hey ho, so what else do I need? So I've got UU, and then I also need my landmarks for setting up a quarry that's slightly larger than 1 chunk. So there we go, I've got a void, diamond, landmark, quarry. So that should be all set up. And first of all, before I leave, I want to put an item Tesseract here. So basically you can attach it directly to your ME interface, nice and convenient. And then it doesn't really matter. On a server, you can basically have this either public access, so anybody can use a certain Tesseract network, or you can make it private. But because I'm playing on a single player world, I can just use it as a public access. So if we have this one set to receive only, and we'll just call it the Quarry network, because obviously you can then just call it number. So it's frequency number 1. You just hit the 6 to set the frequency, and then you hit the little plus to save the frequency. So that's the part of my Quarry item Tesseract network. So basically this, I'll show you what that means in a minute. And then what we also need to do is run downstairs in an energy Tesseract, hook this up to my my power system. So if you just jog downstairs, just fly over. Basically what you just need to do, plonk it down next to a gold pipe. It'll just start receiving energy that way. I just realised I'm getting hungry as well, so we just chow down on an apple quick. App full. And then again, just hit 1. We'll call it the Quarry Tesseract network. So you can obviously use this to power other things as well. So just hit the tick and the plus, and we'll just have that one to send only. This will take up quite a bit of power. Like I said, I'm probably going to set up a couple more boilers with plenty of commercial engines around them off camera. But for now, we can actually head outside. Probably what I'm going to do is set up my new quarries in a similar sort of area to my old one. So go through my dimensional door so it's a bit out of the way. Also, so this was my massive quarry. This has gone all the way down to bedrock. Got me quite a bit of resources in the end. But we're going to set up another one. Sort of. I'm not going to make it anywhere near as big as that. But I'm going to make it slightly bigger than 1 chunk, however. So let's find a nice area to set up my quarry. So we'll probably just build it like here maybe. So let's stick down the first one there. We'll kind of go over here. And you just basically hit the... I don't think I've shown you landmarks before, because I think I set that up off camera. So with these landmarks, if you want to make your quarry or some other kind of build craft sort of thing that requires like those orange frames, you basically plonk down these landmarks and then you right click on them and it shows you them joining up. And then we'll just fly over this way. You've got to make sure they're all on the same kind of plane, so we'll just put it like here, for example. Roughly square, it's kind of a rectangle, but it doesn't need to be perfect. And then what we can do is, let's just dig this out quickly. Once you've got your kind of like square set up, we'll grab the quarry, plonk you down there, and there you go. That's and then it shows you where you've designated your quarry to go. And then we just fly over here. So let's fly back over to my quarry, and then I'm going to set this up so we have the... I've just realised something. I need to fly back to my base quick. I've forgotten to pick up some cobble and gravel and some dirt to stick in my void pipe, because you basically just need one of them to tell the void... stick in my diamond pipe to tell them to go into the void pipe instead of going to my ME network, which will just clog it up until I've got deep storage units, which again require iridium in Unhinged. Thanks, Greg, you evil git. So what do I need? Oh yeah, I just need one piece of cobble, one piece of dirt, and one piece of gravel, wherever the gravel is. Search for it. Some gravel. I've got like almost 1,000 gravel, so I definitely don't need more than that. So I've got one of each of them just to teach my diamond pipe what to void off. And then we'll go back through my dimensional door. Bloop. Nice and convenient, that is. I'm basically probably just going to set up all my quarries around this kind of general area. I'll get emeralds from here as well as diamonds, so it's pretty handy. Might set one up over the ocean soon to get a bit more sapphires, maybe a few more up over the desert as well to get a few more rubies, as they're all very handy. So where's my void transport pipe? So I'll stick this on the side. So in the red one, I want gravel, cobble, and dirt. That'll basically void off anything I don't want. Then finally, the item tesseract goes on top there like that. So I basically set that up, just hit the little tick to set the frequency. It's already saved, and that basically, this little green line here basically shows it's active. So it's going to be on that network. So that's going to be a send only, as I want it sent. And then you basically just plonk your energy tesseract down next to it, click on there, hit the little tick, and then we'll have it on receive only. And then basically, I may need to chunk load my base, because at the moment, my base is, whenever I'm over here, my base won't be chunk loaded, so I might have to build a chunk loader very quickly, just so that whenever I'm sort of over here at the quarry, my base is still what's the word I'm looking for? Sending power out to my quarry and also receiving the items as well. So let's build a chunk loader real quick. So let's get CHUNK. So to build a chunk loader, basically we'll keep all these chunks loaded whenever I'm not in this particular chunk. You need an ender pearl, again, got lots of them, some gold and an enchantment table. Requires a couple of diamonds, a book and some obsidian, so not too bad. So let's check the enchantment table in there, and then we'll make a chunk loader. Boop. I'm going to go put this downstairs, I think. So this is a kind of a nice device. We'll put it roughly somewhere in the middle of my base, say right there. And then if I do show the lasers, this will then show whereabouts the chunks are being loaded. So it's kind of like out that way. We'll make this 3 chunks. I'm not really too worried about the lag. So I think that's covering most of my base. We'll just fly upstairs to see if that's... Oh, no, apparently my jetpack's out of power. Oops-a-daisy. We'll just stick it in the MFSU real quick. Get some power into it. I've got plenty of EU right now. That'll do for now. Just charging it up a bit. So I think that's it's covering most. I think that's covering all the chunks in my base. So yeah, I think that looks alright. So that's now covering, especially covering my boilers and stuff like that. So I think it goes out all wide enough. Yeah, it definitely goes out the edge of my base. So we'll hide the lasers for now. So hopefully that will be chunk loading my base from now on. So whenever I'm away, this will still be receiving power. And when because the quarry is automatically chunk loaded, acts as a chunk loader itself, so you don't need to worry about that being chunk loaded. But I do need to ensure that my base is always chunk loaded. So if we go back here, this should now be set up as it's been receiving power. Oh, look at that. Look at how efficient that is. That is loads of power. That is really, really quick quarry. So yeah, I think I've been quite efficient in this video. I've managed to set up my my 2 Tesseracts. Something quite cool. Basically, it's something in this mod pack. It's quite expensive without ender pearls, but as soon as you've got that, is blazingly quick. That is awesome. that is going to be down to bedrock in no time. And as you can see, all the dirt and stuff's going into the void pipe because I don't want it. So yeah, once you've got unlimited ender pearls, these energy tesseracts suddenly become very, very cheap. Just requires a couple of diamonds, nice and simple. But yeah, you do need the chunk loader as well to make sure the chunk's being loaded. As you can see, this isn't losing power. If I didn't have the chunk loader at my base, this would probably just halt, as it basically wouldn't then, the chunks that are providing all the power wouldn't then be loaded. But yeah, I think I've quite enjoyed this video. I've got my Tesseracts finally. Tesseracts are some of the coolest blocks that you can make in this game. Very, very handy. So yeah, I'm going to round off the video there. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, please comment on my videos to let me know what I've done well and what I'm not doing well. I know you lot really enjoy these. I know you Minecraft fans out there really enjoy my videos, so it's always nice to see you comment and tell me how much you're enjoying the series. If you did enjoy the series, it's always nice to see you like and favourite my videos to show me some support and love, and gives me that warm, glowy feeling inside. If this is the first time to my channel, please don't hesitate to hit subscribe to show me you want to see more of my content in the future. And again, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.